Creation, a world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The Exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is, when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, Chills as Aura.
We are Kinoko.
Korak as Lythander.
Where the bloody hell is this heart grace?
Alatos as Gavel.
So does this count as a Virgil fight?
And Gamerex as everyone else. With this ring, Ivy wed. Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, from the greatest that creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers.
Bark. Bark.
Woof woof.
Still itself. Partially.
Wooga.
Alright.
I'm not going to put Korak on blast twice in a row. Someone else. Oh,
So
yes?
Rex, I need you to do me a favor after we've finished with the after we've finished with the recap. I need you to create a new page for us to draw on.
Oh, that's already taken care of, don't worry.
Oh, thank goodness.
That seems like as good of a place as any to start. Explain how we got here.
Okay, so let me see.
See, I
if
made
I
a
can-
man trapped. That is actually going to be the one of the people with the heart grace.
Oh my
He's trapped
goodness.
in
Correct.
glass and spider webs.
Lythander was scammed.
I don't remember anything.
Lythander
You
was
don't remember
scammed.
being held down by the muscle girls?
I prefer
Lythander
to
was
call
scammed.
that mating.
Lythander was scammed by a back alley doctor that fixed his wounds where no one else could. As payment, they demanded something called a heart's grace. Something that could be considered the soul of a fairy, as far as I can understand.
Basically, yeah.
In order to get the heart's grace, our heroes had to travel all the way to the Wyld, a place that has been foreshadowed by our GM for a very long time.
It has?
Yes. I certainly remember it. I remember it, them being mentioned in passing as like a very funny, dangerous place.
I'm sorry, I'm playing with magnets. How do they work?
Well, we'll find out shortly. Speaking of magnets, there's a specific way that the Wyld was shaped, as you might see from the screen we're on.
Wait, do people actually get to see the screens?
I edited this screen on last time, in
Yeah.
last episode.
Yes.
Wow. That's a lot of work for you, Rex.
I'm glad.
I managed.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
I'm glad people get to see Jamie and the Mushroom Boys.
What do you mean that's a lot of work for me?
That's a lot of work, isn't you? I'm proud that you spent that much effort.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking
He
of
wasn't.
effort,
He wasn't being. He wasn't
Speaking
being like facetious or negative or like sardonic this time.
listen, Korak's voice is very deadpan, and I am...
Oh, you see, I'm very full of life. It's just that I'm always drained from work.
Understandable.
I mean, fair. But we also went to Penn Island, using the help of the Spy Kids 3D Game Over Mega Ramp.
Indeed.
The map was designed by the players because the Wyld is ever shifting, and what better way to represent that by than having the people outside of the reality creating it? I say, as the literal first thing they draw was a cock.
No,
Yeah,
the
that
first
didn't
thing
even
that we
happen.
drew was free heart grace here.
Someone drew the cock.
The first thing I drew.
No,
was the
I
penis.
helped with the shaft.
The third thing...
Oh my god.
The third thing I drew was a cock. As you can see with the cock with the Glock.
And the cock is, in
Yes.
fact, the antagonist's stronghold. As was explained to you by someone interesting you met in the area.
His name's James.
No, his
Someone
name is
else
Jamie.
interesting you
His
met in
name
the
is
area.
Jamie.
A third person.
His name was Mushroom Boy.
A fourth person.
What's the name of the...
We met a
What
lot
is
of
the name of the
Knew it?
man with the
Interesting
gold,
people.
with the sun for a head?
Mind over body orator.
Yes.
AKA
James.
Mobo.
Mobo!
Their name is now James.
Who is made out of orichalcum with a beard made out of gold.
He had a very interesting proposition that caused Aura some consternation.
And a fro made out of
Mhm.
sun. And
Also, he gained access to the Gavel by asking nicely.
I never gave him
I
access.
also- I also...
You
Indeed.
did
I
say
also
that he
found-
could copy
I
the
didn't.
power. Yeah,
I
you
didn't.
did.
I also
Yes,
remember...
You don't have
Actually,
that
you
on
did.
recording.
I also remember this. This is
Yes.
some funny...
God damn it.
It's also some funny context. When we were role playing the last couple weeks, I did not realize that the person who asked about this Golden City and this character that Alatos clearly drew was the same person. I thought these were two different people.
You mean the line at lower right?
Yeah. Yes, I thought this was the person who asked, and this was the person who saved us from the ramp.
I see.
But yes, we managed to meet at the restaurant, which I somehow put there by thinking about it. We met Jamie, who served us, and just as we were about to make some very, very not good deals, we were rescued by a pack of mushroom boys.
Yeah, fun fact, all these mushroom boys are extras.
I love them.
So, does anyone have any abilities they want to use on extras as they pin through the door before Spider does the thing Spider does?
Let me look at my exalted advantages again.
Wait, so is he just intend to just kill
Obliterate them, yes.
any random?
Yes. Anyone who's not on the list.
Rex, why did you?
Let's...
Why is this character with us?
He was in the Gal.
But why is he with us in the open world? All he does
Because
is
he's my
kill.
friend.
That's Lythander's fault.
Yes, and I almost choked out Lythander for it. What's it? So, passive anima effect. Shake off your chains. Extras and non-heroic mortals cannot ignore the Ascendant's social actions, giving in to their violent and rebellious instincts at her behest.
I will say, as these guys are charging in, you do hear one of them say, "We must rescue them! Rescue them from their prison of flesh!"
Oh, come on.
What did you expect?
I warned you about this place twisting stuff in ways you don't want. This place hates you, remember, the Wyld hates you.
I will
Mhm.
write the Wyld loves me. And only me.
Make an attribute plus performance roll.
A what plus performance? Attribute.
Any attribute. With a
I'm
stun.
gonna use a
Oh, shit.
an excellency in performance.
Okay.
Come on. 3 successes.
This is why
Ow!
I'm done. Goodbye.
God fucking damn it.
Laws of averages
But yes.
technically never exist. Remember, folks, whatever somebody had told you, like, everything you have to remember is all made by the human mind, so numbers actually don't exist. Everything that we think exists technically
That is-
doesn't exist. It only exists because we say it exists, even though there are things that prove it wrong all the time.
That's 17 dice and only 3 successes. This also extends beyond Roll20 as a note. When we played Pokemon United, you had the same luck. With a different client.
Oh, yeah.
You still play Pokemon United?
Did you piss off a Bog Witch at some point as a kid, Korak?
Do I need to give you a cleansing?
Anal, preferably.
The annoying,
No.
well, the annoying part I find is just that, like, you always have to hit above a 7 in every single roll. It's really annoying. There's no, like...
Do you know what's an average?
Success.
6. Do you know what I would still only get if on 17 dice if we chose 6? 5.
It's okay.
I never said you failed.
You know, let's see.
Fail?
Oh wow, that's still below average.
Oh my goodness.
Regardless.
I never said you failed on that initial roll. It was difficulty 3.
Go on.
Nothing seems to happen yet.
Alright.
On the screen overlay, a little icon pops up of the Wyld will remember this. Telltale game style.
Hold on.
It always does. Well, I guess we should let, what's his name do his thing. As much as I don't want to. Why are you making me kill the things I love, Rex?
Hey, spiders. Or spider.
Yeah, he stops mid swing.
Kill
Yeah.
those if you want. I point to the mushroom boys.
Alright, unless Gavel wants to do anything for a horde of extras first.
So let's see. No, I think I'm just gonna send the mushrooms into a violent blood rage.
Oh, okay. What are you gonna say to do that?
Make it worse?
Alright. You lovely little mushroom bastards. It's time to storm the enemy! Let's go!
They are very quickly swept up into things as they immediately all turn on each other. Liberate each other! Yeah! And spores start flying through the air.
Oh.
At least they're not tearing our flesh out.
Everyone, roll me fortitude plus physique.
Fuck off! No!
Why? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I will roll for Nue, Spider, and Mobo.
No!
Please be kind and full of grace.
This will not work.
4 successes.
Nue is using an excellency.
Yay!
7 and 1. Oh.
For Spider. Spider is also using an excellency.
Bruh, I'm dead.
For Mobo. The spores
Wait, I need
fly
to
through
roll.
the air.
I need to pull Lythander's
grace.
character sheet. That would have been helpful.
Fortitude plus... yes.
Fortitude plus finesse, you said?
Physique.
Fortitude
Man.
plus physique.
Alrighty, let's see how many dice out of 5 is going to be a success. 0 successes,
Kind and full of
baby.
grace. 1
It was
success.
difficulty 1, so everyone succeeds.
Samesies.
These are harmless spores. That's the joke.
See, the Wyld's
Okay,
love me.
that's good.
Ha. The Wyld hates
No,
us.
the
and is
Wyld
making
loves
us
me
roll.
because I'm somehow succeeding with my bad rolls.
They just want us to make us afraid. It
Only roll
works.
for the Daedi, too.
I can't wait to buy Chaos Daemons for Warhammer.
They succeed.
That means I can play 2 Warhammer games.
That's okay. I have a brilliant idea. Shoot.
And all the mushrooms fall to the floor. Mobo clears his throat. So, did one of you cause that, or was that... They must have seen that things were going too well and decided to send an ambush to shake things up.
I just wanted to get... I hate this place. Why must it corrupt everything I love?
Oh, so by the way, now that that's taken care of, Mobo has slid over to Lythander. Now, where were we? Ah, yes.
Hold on. Let me get my dramatic moment.
I thought we agreed.
So let me get my dramatic moment. So Aura leans in, kneels down to the stack of Mushroom Boy corpses. She did
Before
this.
God.
She knows it. She raises her hands to the heavens. and screams, "Why? Curse you, fairies!"
You hear evil laughter that sounds all too closely like your own from the distance.
I swear on my light, I will be free from this place.
You could just walk out, you know. That is an option. But, yes, wait, yes, no, I remember you now. I did say that you could use the architecture of the Gaul.
He touches his hand to yours.
Mm-hmm. And I give him...
His hand is uncomfortably warm.
I give him the documents to a gallbladder.
Well, that wasn't... Well, he was touching the ring on your finger.
Yes. Which became a gallbladder.
The Wyld can't warp artifacts like that,
but the artifact
unfortunately,
can warp.
so... Not with Aura's field active, it can't.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna break Aura's field.
How?
Pure stupidity.
But first, let me read off this alchemical Exalted advantage. Living artifact. The alchemical is a carefully created machine as much an artifact as a living being. She may hold an artifact to install one of its evocations as her own charms during the rite of reconfiguration. If the evocation has any prerequisites, she must reach those. Once installed, the alchemical can use the evocation as if it were an innate charm without needing to access the artifact itself. The alchemical can only have one such evocation at a time, but may switch between existing ones during reconfiguration. And you see a second ring form on their finger. Not the exact same. This one is made of gold, and has what appears to be a very teeny tiny hearthstone socketed into it, but it still has the same necromantic etchings on it that the Gavel does.
Okay.
Now, I believe I mentioned helping you with some fairies.
Yes, we have to get their heart soul.
Now, I believe there were a bare minimum 2 of the nobles here. Those are the ones with the... Now, they have more than one type of soul, but the Heart's Grace is the most important. There is some metaphysical nonsense I admit I'm not too familiar with, involving like a Sword's Grace for their courage, some kind of things for compassion and whatnot, mapping to some esoteric system of morality, but the heart is what's important. And those are separate from the fair folks. You'll have to go through their stronghold to find them. He raises his voice. You will have to dramatically infiltrate their stronghold to find them! And that's when something knocks at the door.
It's a restaurant. Why are you knocking at the door?
Telegram for you!
I open up. Hello, who are you?
Hard to tell. It's a
What
shape.
are you?
Your brain hurts at looking
don't worry,
at
my
it.
brain always hurts, so this is no different. I should...
This is a different kind of brain hurting. This is like looking at a 3D image too long and it gives you a headache kind of hurt. Telegram for you!
I take
you a
it.
letter.
Yes.
Okay, do you open it? White powder spills out.
I snort it.
Okay, it was just sugar, so nothing happens.
Well,
inside the letter is an invitation to a fancy
I
dinner.
lick it.
Sugary. From the Antagonist.
Oh, great! Awesome!
It has her face pressed on it, too, as a sigil. It specifically is inviting Gavel, but it says plus whatever for the amount of guests she can bring.
So can we have plus, like, 5,000?
Yeah.
Well, since it seems I'm getting cordially invited, I might as well bring all my allies along now, shouldn't I?
You should go by yourself. It's smarter that way.
I'm not
Why, it's smarter
going
that
to
way.
do that. No, it's not. Not when there's 2 of them, for sure.
And that's not even counting how many minions he has, Mobo notes.
Exactly. So, You're all going to join me for this most special occasion.
There is a dull thud outside as you see something red stretch forward onto the shore of the sky island you're on. It is a floating red carpet.
Oh! Ain't that grand.
With Gavel's face etched into it the entire way.
Alright, well, I'm going to Gavel will step on the red carpet.
Okay, the Daedi are following quick behind you, and as they walk, Abigail, the leader of the core Daedi, the tribe to which you belong, approaches you. I was meaning to ask you, in regards to the ramp you made earlier, how far does the Yossi's power extend? What can you do with that exactly?
With the Yossi specifically, Well, with the Yossi's help, I imagine I could still get a few things of assistance along the way. Why?
While you were negotiating with the Gold Man, Stargazer used his communications spell, the Sprite Messenger, to converse, and the tribes have a request. They wish to know if you could shape land out of the chaos.
Land? Like, how big are we talking here for land?
Enough to house. We have been nomadic for too long, child. For too long have we been driven from wherever we stood for religious persecution by those asshole, by the Immaculates, by the Pure Way, by Ysir, trying to take slavers. It's about time we were able to set down our roots and wander less. We need somewhere to go back to after your Grand Crusade is done, do we not?
Mayhaps you're right, Abigail. Maybe it is time to finally have a place the Daedi can call home.
Though I would imagine waiting till after, and she just kind of looks down at your face, making a bunch of very goofy expressions. Faces that you would never make.
Right.
A Gavel would never do a pog. And yet, below you...
Is Gavel pogging?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, in which case the faces change to all be glaring at Aura. The eyes are following her Scooby-Doo painting style.
Oh, great.
I draw Gavel pogging.
Okay. And to keep everyone else involved, LCD taps Lythander on the shoulder as you're walking down.
Yes.
Oh.
Back then, when you said that Gavel should go in herself, was that out of some concern for her troops, or did you just want to get her killed?
No comment.
He's going to do a read intentions on you.
Okay.
Your resolve is 3, I believe. What was your intention in that?
Not paying attention. So, no comment?
Okay. He still... Firmly he tapped you on the shoulder, now he is grabbing you by the shoulder. You realize many people's lives are at stake, do you not?
What's a life to us? What? You know
Shut up.
it's true.
You realize that...
It honestly doesn't matter anymore.
Were you planning on killing her people and
No.
enslaving them in death then?
It's more so concern for her people, but...
You should say what you mean here. I told you words are dangerous.
But words hold no meaning, except for what we give them. So if no words have meaning...
Do not continue down that line of thought, or the entire world will delete us all.
Would it delete itself as well?
Yes, and take all of us with it.
So then our enemy's plan would succeed. So what you're telling me
Yes.
is that insert her big bad evil person that we fought inside the Gavel. All they have to do is find this place, and they win.
If you mention the current DBEG, who seems to be Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars, to be completely honest, I actually think she might be an exception. The dead and the wild do not mix.
Yes, but aren't all humans technically dead?
By the way, here's Pogging Gavel.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Alright, stop editing.
Oh my
Alright,
goodness.
stop editing for a second so I can take a proper screenshot.
I also put it in the top left. Wyld will remember this.
That's great.
Yes.
Lythander, his grip on your shoulder is getting stronger. So this is all just a joke to you, is it? You could just say whatever bullshit you want, and think you could just walk it off? Like, you don't care about any of this. Okay, let's rephrase that. He says something a lot more along the lines of, so you think you just say whatever bullshit you want? This is not a game. People's lives
This
are
is a
risking.
game, though.
This freehold is expanding,
Wait,
by the way.
We're all being controlled by 3 individuals that we cannot see. They are being controlled by another individual on a table of sorts.
Going meta. We've hit it.
So
Alright.
So it don't matter. None of this really matters.
You see all these people here besides me. You see all of your friends traveling with you. Tell me, look me in the eye.
Which eye?
This. He only has one,
No.
so does that answer your
Yes, he has
question?
2.
Not with Aura's field active.
So so what you're saying is that I can say whatever I want in here because Aura's field is active. And nothing happens. Meaning that this place is
I'm making the Grinch smile right now. Be very careful what you say.
good. I'll make a TPK right now. Rocks fall.
Don't you dare.
Everyone dies.
There's a
At least that would happen if it were not made by a spin-off writer.
Oh! Lythander, this guy slaps you.
Oh, cool! You broke the field.
Wrong field. That's the truth field you're thinking of.
Then what field is this?
The anti-mutation field. Shut up.
No.
Hey, are you two gonna bicker all day,
No,
or
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
fuck.
fix the problem?
He keeps saying bullshit, irregardless of what this place. Why is my shirt off?
I do winky eyes.
Hey man, if you're warm, you could just say so. Whatever. Anyway, how are we gonna
transform
gonna
into
rescue
Sky Sun
Gavel?
Shadow. Come here, big boy.
Oh God! What happened to your jaw?
And people say I'm the horny one here.
He is invoking the red rule to shut that down.
It's quite
That
obnoxious.
is fine.
Anyway,
He's gonna try a persuasion action on Lythander.
No.
Well, let's have the die roll first and see
No.
how it goes. Oh God!
I refuse. I take a hard bargain.
Well, you didn't even let me say what I was doing.
I take a hard bargain.
8, 9.
Let me at least explain what he was trying to accomplish here. He was attempting to accomplish... He's trying to make you a bit more... He's trying to do a persuade action to make you not just say random bullshit, given all the stuff that's happened with the mushroom monsters and the sudden mutations that almost got all of you guys, and he's trying to persuade you to take this any degree of serious. Lythander, that is. To take this any degree
Oh,
of
Lythander
seriousness.
does.
With
It's
9
Korak
successes.
who doesn't.
Well, I couldn't tell that. You gotta make that shit more
When
clear.
I'm talking as Lythander, I go like this.
then why did you talk out loud with Then why did you talk out loud to the character as Korak instead of as Lythander?
Because this is all part of the plot of this area.
Are you sure?
Are you sure
I
about
am sure
that?
about this.
Are you the hard bargain in this case?
This
would...
is Korak
think God
taking
should
the
kill
hard
you.
bargain, not Lythander.
Okay, what does Lythander do?
Lythander
then?
just sits
Korak,
there not
I
doing
think God-
anything. Because he's been quiet the entire time.
Korak, I think God should kill you.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Aura, your anti-warping field is going crazy, rejecting all sorts of bullshit right now.
Feels like I got a scarab in my pocket. I don't know why. I don't, but it feels like I do.
You got a snake in your boot.
Feels like I got a snake in my boat.
Okay, so just to clarify with Korak, what actually just happened?
Nothing.
What actually just happened? Nothing.
There was some variety of conversation that happened, and he was trying to convince you to take he was trying to convince Lythander to take things more seriously.
Lythander is.
I, as a GM, did not realize that because you were using the in-character voice for out-of-character japes. I apologize.
No, it was not.
Oh my goodness sakes.
You should
I'm
not
gonna
have
be
made this
honest.
area exist, Rax. I'm gonna make it your nightmare.
You say that. I'm going to turn the tables on you in a sec. Hey, as you guys are approaching, what does Gavel's ideal palace look like?
What would Gavel's ideal palace look like? It would probably have... Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, let me
Let me
get
know.
out the marker for this.
Let me know. Alright, good. Do it.
Let me draw Gavel's ideal palace.
Alright.
If I could draw properly. Okay, I'll get at least enough of a zoom in so that this can be like that. Alright. So, let's see. Is this entire thing just going to be the palace, or do you want me to leave some extra space?
I was thinking if you could do a bird's eye view of it, like a traditional RPG battle map.
Okay, yeah. In that case... The outside of... Or Gavel's palace would probably be something like...
It's very cube heavy, I see. Very much.
That ain't me who's drawing it.
Cube moment.
Cube
Hashtag
world.
cube gamer.
Okay, so here's Lythander
only
drawing
place you want.
cubes.
Oh, it is Lythander
Oh yeah,
drawing the
it matches
cubes.
Korak's token on Roll20.
Yes.
Hold on. The only place you want to be.
Oh my god,
because
he's
it is
mastered
cube
the
world.
infinite rotation.
I could kill these things. There we go. Let's see. We'll say there's a small little thing here.
There we go. There's my home.
Another
There's
thing.
my home layout.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like cubes. It's pretty good.
Yay.
Let me draw a little one for me.
Now, as you're drawing this, tell me what you think the vibe of this place is in terms of architectural style.
Okay, in terms of like architectural theming, it would probably be like, you know how in traditional tabletop RPGs, sort of elf architecture is very roundish, sort of a futuristic, mystical type of thing.
Yeah.
That will be the inspiration for this.
Okay.
Lots of red and greens, cylinder-like architecture. And also it will have 2 turrets outside.
Okay. I am going to need Lythander. Tell me how the Fairfolk intentionally fucked this place up. In terms of design.
What do you mean?
What kinds of evil japes would they be pulling on this place's architecture to fuck with Gavel specifically?
You're gonna see 5 Hello Kitty statues.
Oh no.
You're gonna see a Purrin. You're gonna see the evil one. You're gonna see Cinnamon Roll. You're gonna see Tangan Toppa Gurren Lagann.
You're gonna see a Legend of Korra poster. Got it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're gonna see the Legend of Korra.
Are we attacking the player or the character?
The
It's hard to
player.
tell.
Probably a bit of
Hey,
both.
Korra is such a good series. It has such a strong, independent woman as its main character. She obviously didn't become very dependent on Bolin, who then she decided to screw over. Definitely wasn't being a hussy.
No, back to the palace. How else did they fuck up the palace?
So there's gonna be a waterfall of rainbows instead of blood.
Okay. Okay. They turned up the whimsy meter to max.
Yeah,
I get it.
basically they turned up the whimsy. Oh, also there's a poster that says "Hanging in There."
Okay.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
great. That's pretty good.
Or how did they unintentionally fuck the palace up?
Okay, so remind me a bit of how you wanted the place to look at Alatos.
So in traditional fantasy, elvish architecture again is sort of that red and white and green sort of color palette with very circular type of buildings usually.
Okay, so they
on top of mountains and stuff.
Okay,
like
so
that,
they
or
tried.
on top of,
So they tried to do
cliffs.
that, but they didn't have enough polygons. So it's ever so slightly. It's not perfect circles. It's actually like the dodecahedrons that are meant to look like circles.
Oh my god, it's a PS1 map.
But there's not enough polygons to make a full circle.
So what you're telling me is that
we made it in 180p.
that
Welcome to
Alatos
Runes.
that Gavel created Minecraft?
Welcome to RuneScape, bitch.
Oh no!
So that's what Gavel's not the lead of the pack. She sees this.
Oh, it's horrible.
I actually think it looks quite lovely, especially that rainbow over the... Oh, wait, no, you hate those, don't you?
Why is it?
Can't believe Gavel hates the gays.
What? Why does it look like it was made out of less polygons than it should? What is going on?
Wait, what's
here?
a polygon?
You know what it was.
It's a multi-sided shape, Mobo mutters. But it seems like they screwed up the sides. I
Yes,
have
but that wouldn't
magnified
be
vision, and I
A
could.
polygon.
Wait, did they make these by? Did they make these by hand? What the hell?
Yeah, it's
They
made
made
out of
every
clay.
single one of those shapes by. Those are all hand artisanally. You could just shape those in the wild. What the what?
It's claymation. They made it with clay.
It's a stop motion palace.
Yes.
Oh, hey, is that
It's
a
a cool
skeleton over there?
stop-motion plant.
Why is he heading to a pumpkin patch?
Someone hurls
No,
a
you
pumpkin
said
at Lythander.
I catch it and eat it.
Okay, it tastes like a pumpkin.
I like pumpkin.
Except evil.
Man, if only...
Midway through, there's a bomb inside, though.
I love bombs.
It's unlit, but there is a small charge of fire dust inside the
I
pumpkin.
love fire dust. It makes a very good nutritional part of breakfast.
Also, how do we head in? Are we inside the palace? By the way,
You are walking down the floating red carpet. It is very long, and it's like a horizontal version of the Snake Eater
is
scene
that,
in terms of length.
Who's that? Is that Jamie over there?
No, that's my brother, Shamey.
Ah, does he have a shillelagh?
No, he has a shamisen.
Oh, so he plays music.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I just looked up a name for further details, and you guys are not ready with what I'm going to turn on you.
No, he eats
Oh
it.
boy.
At the very foot of the palace, you see what appears to be a color-negative version of Lythander, just sitting on a palace bench.
Yeah. Let's go. Negative Gavel.
Well, negative Lythander at the start. He doesn't seem to be looking at any of you. As you approach, he seems to be focused on something he's holding in his hands.
Hello?
Hold on. I can make this in 5 minutes, in like 2 minutes.
Ha, good.
Hello?
He doesn't seem to pay you any mind.
Why can't I get out? It's like my body's being controlled by something. That isn't me.
You must face yourself.
That isn't me. Lythander starts getting clipped into a wall.
Oh no! Oh yeah, we did describe the Wyld could warp your location, if not your body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You clip into the wall closer to the Nega Lythander, and you do see he appears to be playing with some kind of wooden cube.
Oh man.
Yes, like one that's on the real Korak's desk, for example.
Excellent.
It's the lament configuration.
He's also unengaged.
Oh, hey, that's a
Negative
that's a
one.
13.
One of the
And a
Daedi
4.
walks up and just kind of taps Nega Lythander.
18.
He shows no sign of response.
Let's go. We're in the clear.
I should note, as you guys actually get within viewing distance, this isn't like what you've seen with pictures and representations of the Antagonist. This actually isn't that accurate a Lythander costume. You can still see this guy's natural fair folk vibes underneath him. You can see that his skin appears to be made out of crystal, and that there's vines and flowing wood from the wood aspect of this fair folk seems to be taking after under his wig. This is a guy in a cheap Spirit Halloween Lythander costume.
Alright.
So
Oh,
he's just like Lythander.
Okay, so
For real.
okay, so here's what negative Lythander looks
Oh, hey,
like.
there's 0.
Yeah, it looks a lot like that, but cheaper. It's like, I'm not an artist. You've seen what my shitty art looks like. It's like if I drew a picture of Lythander.
Great.
Fuck, I may have locked myself into making that now. Guess I'll have to find my drawing,
no.
my $20 drawing tablet now.
It's like Doodle Bob.
Yeah, very Doodle Bob core.
Excellent. He's going, Maven.
As you guys walk up, he puts down the cube and just flips through what appears to be a ream of papers.
A what of papers?
A ream. It's like a collection.
Oh.
Like old style, like parchment.
Yeah.
Do any of you want to take a look at the papers over his shoulder?
Yeah, of course. I'm
Yes.
curious to know what it is.
It appears to be a dossier on Lythander.
Lythander reads it and points out every wrong detail.
There's actually quite a lot of wrong details.
You see, this is
Oh.
that I care about people. I don't.
No, not those kinds of stuff. Like, fake detoids of you having a son in the first age, or of you being a different caste than you are. Like, it says, it lists you as a full moon for some reason. It says that you use a pick in battle as a weapon. It says that you're a sorcerer instead of a necromancer, so on and so forth.
It's the Lythander from 3 universes to the right.
Yeah, Lythander, if he spec'd his character differently.
This is like every hack writer's version of multiverse trying to make a different version of Lythander.
Yeah. Lythander after stepping through the well of Erder.
So what's the deal with him? So is he standing guard? Is he just chilling?
No,
or
he appears to have just popped in a piece of gum and is now making obnoxious chewing noises that are much louder than they should be.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's breaking he's making us break concentration.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder.
Hey man.
Oh, you're hurt.
Hey.
Hey man, it's me, negative Lythander.
You're here behind schedule. You should have been here 20 minutes ago.
Oh, is that the antagonist?
No, that's me trying to do an impression of the Lythander voice.
Ah.
Nice.
Before we go into this fancy dinner, could you give me some tips?
Oh, sure. What's the tip you
Some-
want?
Our research on you is quite bad. I have no idea what kind of persona they want me to do at the table.
Oh, that's quite easy. You don't do a persona.
I
no.
don't.
You just grab a random goat and put it in front there. No one will know the difference. It's worked for me to get out of social gatherings way too many times.
he is going to, let me pull open the Fair Folk quality list to get the exact description of this.
So he's... I see. That's brilliant. By teaching the clone to be apathetic, he's removing the clone from our path. Brilliant.
Okay, so, yeah, not Fey nature. Wyld alterations. Within the Wyld, this character can perform dramatic edits as if they were a player character, spending 1 mote instead of stunt dice. When this is opposed by other Wyld denizens or the Wyld itself, they roll shaping the Wyld. Exalted may revise these edits with an integrity roll difficulty 3. With each extra success dictating a detail of the edit, an Exalt may change or outright deny. So he spends a mote, and suddenly an entire herd of goats is just marching its way into the palace.
So what do I have to roll?
If you want to change any details of the goats, it would be fortitude integrity.
I have no integrity, baby. Oh wait, I have one.
You don't have
I
to
have
roll
one
if you
integrity.
You don't have
Welcome
to. You don't have to roll if you don't want to for this instance. It's only if you want to fuck with him.
It's Lythander. He always wants to.
4.
Like that. 4
Alright,
successes.
you can make 2 changes to this generic goat herd. What do you want to do?
Did he become the goat herd, or?
No, he just summoned in goats.
They all have a fairy heart's grace.
Okay. All of a sudden, you see...
And they are willing to give it to Lythander.
Okay, I have to applaud the consistency at least.
All of these goats immediately turn about face and start rushing towards Lythander. Make a roll to avoid getting pushed off the carpet and into the void.
Sure, what's the roll?
Oh.
Let's say finesse plus athletics. You could also just spend a mote to shapeshift and fly out of the way.
Oh, he rolling. You're gonna be rolling. 2
Oh,
successes.
no.
Difficulty 1, you're fine.
Hey!
They're like little itty bitty goats. He had no idea how big a goat was. These are like the size of a fist.
Oh, that's adorable! I want one.
These goats are all now crowding around Lythander's ankles, trying to present him with what looks like a crystal heart, like from Super Paper Mario.
Crystal
All
shard.
sorts of varying different shades and hues. None of them real. They are very convincing imitations for what it's worth.
I pocket them all.
Okay. You don't have like a dozen fakes hearts, Grace.
Nice. So,
Now
question,
you have-
will these
now you can
disappear
become
if I leave here?
Probably.
I'm gonna try to store them in the gall.
Now you can be... Now
Okay.
you can become Super Lythander.
Does anything happen to them?
Nothing seems to happen to them in the Gaul. Seems to be an exception to the normal space rules. Okay, hang on. So, what's my motivation here? What's my motive? Let me get... In character, he forgot his voice and just started using my voice for a second. What's my motivation?
So your motivation here is something very, very simple. Your motivate as Lythander being here, or just in general?
As Lythander being here, in general,
So Lythander
the
is...
antagonist called in a favor.
So Lythander is here because he made a bad deal to heal himself, to which they wanted, was it obsidian or adamantite that they wanted? Opal, sorry. They wanted opal, to which the only source of opal that we have is a skeleton, which is containing the upper soul of a demon that will try to destroy the world.
Close
Okay.
enough. Close enough. We'll take it.
Oh no.
Okay. And what do you want out of this scene?
Him to be my ally and friend.
And by him you mean me?
No.
Alright.
Then who do you mean when you say him? Sorry, then who do you mean when you say him? This voice is hard to do.
Oh no, I mean Okay, so... I don't know. It don't matter. None of this really matters.
You get,
Well, great. They picked the biggest flake of an exalt for me to base this persona
Alright, do you want
on.
to act... You know what? You really want to know my goals and aspirations.
Yes!
My goal is to get my daughter back from being controlled by an evil entity, rip apart all soul steel in the known universe, not create world peace, because that will never happen, because people are jackwagons, and they all deserve to burn it with the Yozis.
That's a new one.
Good,
I take
you
offense to
should.
that.
Lythander throws his hands up in the air. Thank you! Was that really that
No,
hard?
it was too easy.
Baylor's balls. Why does everyone from creation always have to beat around the bush?
Because that's the only thing keeping us sane and not killing each other. Isn't that right,
Among other
Spider?
things.
Among Us. Huh?
He technically can't hurt him because he's using your name and you're on the list.
Question, what is your name, Lythander? What type of moon are you?
A Q&A list pops up and he's suddenly on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. No.
What's
Moon?
my full name?
Lythander of the Seeping
See,
Moon?
Spider, he's not on the list!
Chewing moon. Of the chewing moon.
Nah, I don't want to hurt him. This is funny.
Spider?
That is a new one.
How is this the
That's a new one.
first thing that you don't want to kill? That wasn't me!
Because it's funny. What, can't
Alright.
take a joke? Can't take a good light ribbing?
I give Spider a plum. You know what, you're right. Oh, I
He
actually
punches the
give him a
plum.
pomegranate.
Okay.
Good,
he eats
you're
it.
now trapped here for eternity.
Oh, that's
Yes,
how
it
that
is.
works.
Think about it. You're in the underworld. Technically, sort of, Feyworld. And you ate the forbidden fruit.
Where'd you get the forbidden fruit from?
I conjured it. Because apparently that's what we could do here. Gave us too much power.
By the way, Rex, I made
I
negative.
noticed, thank you.
I made negative versions of all of us. Thank you.
Aura, your feel is going crazy again as the Wyld is trying to intrude on you guys and you just keep blocking everything.
Yeah, I'm going to stop doing that because that's actually being very annoying to everyone. So, Lythander, the
okay.
Seeping Moon, it's actually Seething Moon. The persona is someone who has given up, but they haven't. They don't care anymore, but they care. You have to be a living contradiction. You have to wear many faces.
Okay, fits the whole... Okay, fits the whole moon vibe. Yes, I understand. Do you have a particular signature weapon, in case the dramatic duel happens today?
My signature weapon is butterflies. Made of glass.
I see, Okay.
But I also have the
okay.
shovel.
He looks at the pick that was by
Very
his side.
close.
How did they get that wrong?
They're both mining instruments, it makes sense.
I suppose I haven't really done much mining. I'm in here from the sea.
So you're not a miner.
Whoa.
Right, the data, a quick rundown of who is reacting to what, by the way. The data are hustling past this guy, giving him weird glances between the off-brand Kmart Lythander and the real one.
Which one's the truly off-brand one? Who knows? You'll find out next week on FateBreakers. That's the session.
No, it ain't.
Or his
Not
field's
yet.
going crazy, blocking shit again.
Because this is the Hyper Part 2ist edition.
Nue just walks completely past him, paying no heed. She has dealt with fair folk a lot. This is a normal Tuesday for her. Spider, still giggling, thinks this is funny. Momo seems to look at him suspiciously. And he actually pulls Aura close for a second. The less attached they are to their persona, the more willing they are to shed it. He may be faking it.
Well, that would be a little concerning. But I'm at least glad Lythander's having fun. It could be so difficult for him to get through stuff.
You mentioned there was some sort of memory magic that was done to him.
Yes.
That truly is dire shit, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Even after getting the bastard, it wasn't enough to bring his memory back fully.
I suppose, like any injury, it's a long-term healing process. Perhaps the Heart's Grace isn't necessarily the only treasures to be found in here. Perhaps some of the lesser graces may be able to assist with that too. Keep your eye open for... As much as I hate to say it, they do take many forms, but you will know them when you see them.
I imagine I will. But thanks but you've been really helpful. I thank you for the advice.
And as you continue walking through the castle, you see, standing at the gates, are an honor guard of fair folk. They all look like traditional depictions of fair folk that you would see, like of goblins and pixies and pucks. And at the front of them, you see a color negative aura pre-transition.
Oh, nuts!
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize there were some changes to the character. 1 second. And they duck behind a cabinet, and you hear what appear to be shouting cats, and various junk starts flying out of the closet at you, including some stuff the camera only depicts as a censored bar. And then they come out and are the colored corrected version of you, as you are now. Oh, sorry about that. I had to switch out some parts.
Much appreciated. Appreciate the devotion to the detail, as it were. So what's all this? What's the deal?
You could call me the Vizier.
You're the Vizier to... Oh, right. The Vizier. You would be. Right, you would be. That makes sense. And what's up? What do you need?
Well, the boss wants to talk to her, points at Gavel, and finally managed to drag in that guy for...
Yeah, that
There's
makes
this
sense.
thing that you guys made, it's called Monet, I think? He owed me some of that, and I pulled some strings and got him into here.
Right. Well, it's always good to collect on your debts. Debt unpaid is a debt unforgotten.
You know it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Oh, by the way, I should note, her hat got bigger in between when she came and when she went out of the closet. Inexplicably.
Mm-hmm.
Is that... You know what? Never mind. It looks good. It still looks good. It's blocking her eye. I imagine it's blocking her eyes.
No, it's somehow, like it's been overly starched. It's sticking up.
Oh, okay. I thought it was, like, too big, and it was, like, sort of...
Not yet.
Blocking her eyes, like...
Give it time.
Like this. But yeah. Well, that's certainly the strangest encounter we've ever had. I don't even know if you guys... Are you guys like a product of this place, or are you like from somewhere else?
It's a bit of a long story, and I think that the boss is more equipped to tell it than I am, I tell you what.
Alright, you don't have to... You don't have to over-embellish. I know what my accent sounds like. It's
I
fine.
do declare I love that southern flair.
Alright, I won't mention it again. Look. Alright, so. Should we get dinner?
He nods, and the front doors open, and there is a very majestic dining hall that a enormous crawfish of some variety made out of gossamer and moonlight and all sorts of flares, and whatever the fuck this thing is, overlooking it.
It's a spotted snake.
A spotted snake,
A giant spotted snake.
And that one
with hands.
Already
that
seated
one-
it.
And that one is actually a shrimp shark worm. His name is
And
Kobe.
Seated at the very end of the chamber in a majestic throne that is about Organization 13 height, it's almost reaching the ceiling, is the antagonist.
Oh boy.
Right.
Glad you finally asked to show up.
Oh, would you look at who it is?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Hey, it's you.
A Yosi damned spitting image.
A Baelor damned faker.
Oh, darling, I know you and me are going to have a lot of fun here.
Now, before we do anything rash, I must admit we have to pace things with a dinner before any kind of dramatic confrontation. And no, none of it's poisoned. What would the point be in killing any of you before a big dramatic brawl?
I suppose you're right. It's not like me to just do simple charades or simple plans like that. No. I'm much more dramatic and bombastic when it comes to my plans. Isn't that right?
Why, yes, it absolutely is. So without further ado, she snaps her fingers and uses her own cast of Wyld editing to conjure a feast onto the table.
Ah.
What's everyone's favorite foods?
Trying to think of it. I'm trying to think if my favorite food would be Aura's favorite food.
I'll give
Gavel
some examples for the
Gavel would.
NPCs as you guys are thinking.
Oh, okay.
Nue is just all sorts of boiled fish.
Yo, that's really
Not
good.
any particular kind of fish, just anything that comes from the sea in general. Just a
Nice.
whole smorgasbord platter of prawns and tuna and sharks and a whale carcass that's still kind of intact.
So not even sushi, just all broiled fish.
Yes.
Alright. As for Aura, I think Aura's favorite food is... carrot cake.
Okay.
Oh.
There is carrot cake there then too.
Ooh.
Frosted with what appears to be seawater? How
Oh,
is
I
this
don't-
staying up there as icing?
Oh, I don't like that.
You can eat around it, it's fine.
I guess.
Shepherd's
Not the
pie.
same.
There is what
For
appears to be
Gavel.
a tiny, like umbrella-style figurine of the shepherd, the sidereal, stuck in each pie.
Oh no.
That's not what that means. Lythander starts to cry.
Oh no!
Aura cries with Lythander.
Look what they've done.
Oh goodness. Yeah. Look at what they've
All-
done to my
All
boy.
this place does is ruin the things we love!
Especially the mushroom boys.
Oh, the mushroom boys! I'd just forgotten about
Good.
them!
They shouldn't come back.
No!
Spider's favorite food just appears to be ramen.
I ate the ramen.
Oh, well then.
I guess
It's
that's,
way too salty.
I guess that is...
They made the broth out of seawater too.
Oh,
Delicious.
come on! They just pulled this one out of the bottom of the ocean.
I eat the pie.
Let's see.
At least the seaweed is real in the ramen.
Indeed. Gavel's would probably be roasted boar meat with barbecue sauce.
The boar is hella overcooked.
I ate some of the boar.
Ah.
It's also soaked in water.
It's edible, but it's well
Damn.
done.
I eat some of my shepherd pie, which is not shepherd. What kind of pie is it?
It's a normal shepherd's pie. It just has a little figurine of the shepherd.
I throw it out and eat it.
Okay. You could swear that the eyes of the shepherd follow you as
I
you
stomp
toss it
it
over
and
your
break
shoulder, though. Okay.
Delicious.
For Mobo, somehow there is electricity in a bowl.
Oh.
At the very far end of the table where he is seated, like near the back towards the entrance, there is a bowl of just what appears to be thunder caught in motion. Like if someone trapped a lightning bolt and shoved it into a fucking salad bowl. Well, it's hard to mess this up. And yet this is the wrong current. They switched in the DC for the AC.
Hey, what do camels eat to freshen their breath?
Mint? Eucalyptus?
Mentos.
Alright, does anyone... There is a glass of red wine at each of the tables. Does anyone take a sip? Okay.
Gavel's not gonna take a sip.
Okay. Everyone else seems to be taking a sip.
Aura is thinking about taking a sip, but isn't sure.
Hey, Gavel, go ahead and make an awareness roll. Difficulty 5.
Difficulty 5. Any specific attribute? Okay.
Not Aura either.
Awareness.
Not Aura?
2, 3, 4,
Just Gavel.
Just Gavel. Okay.
Alright. Yes. Please be kind and full of grace. 4 successes!
There's something that seems different about this wine. Perhaps it's the Fairfolk vintage, but you're pretty sure that this kind of wine doesn't exist anywhere in Creation or in Malpheus or in Yushan. This is a unique brand of some kind, and yet there's also something else about it that strikes you as odd. Some kind of discoloration in it.
Is it actually alcoholic wine? That would shock
It
Gavel.
might.
Oh no.
If anyone does take a sip, it is actual
Lythander
alcohol.
is drinking it.
Okay, it's wine. It's not great wine, but
Pretty
it's wine.
cheap wine, but very good.
You see that Spider takes a sip and then Clue puts it out disappointed. That's not blood.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'll slaughter some civilians.
How about you go to a blood donation? A blood bank.
A what?
Yes.
Lythander, we will have a lot to talk about later. But for right now, Gavel is going to pour her wine into a nearby potted plant.
Something falls out of the wine glass.
Mm-hmm.
It falls by a bit too quick, but you could swear you saw a glint.
Oh, lovely.
This does not set off Aura's truce field, as a note. This is not an attack. You see something fall into the potted plant, and you see a tiny glint of something.
What was the glint? Was it an actual object, or was it something I couldn't
It appeared to be an actual object.
Oh, well, let's see what it is then.
Do you go and pick it up?
I will pick it up.
It's a ring. And when you turn around, the antagonist is in front of you kneeling.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Ever since I heard about you, I've hated you. I've loathed everything about you. I loathe your higher-than-thou personality. I loathe your crusade against the rightful empires of Prasad. I loathe your close combat style. I loathe you so much, Gavel. Will you be my nemesis?
Fuck you.
Don't say that, because
Is that
you
considered
might!
a yes in this context? Is that considered a yes in this context? I don't know.
Hold on. I have a brilliant idea.
Gavel is going to toss the ring
that's
out
a yes,
the
you
window.
know.
Why should I even give a shit about someone so insignificant as you? I just traveled all the way here for curiosity's sake, you know. Intellectual stimulation. No, someone like you, nothing compared to the other big bads we've come across the way.
Alright, what did Aura want to say?
No, hold on, nothing. I'm just sort of spicing up the storyline.
I see, a Pac-Man has appeared.
Hold on, I'm not finished.
Oh, those are gigantic ears.
No, they're wings.
Is the ring
Hold
coming
on.
back to attack her?
In
No.
the meantime...
Lythander, I'd like you to also make a awareness roll with any attribute.
Wow. Okay, so let's see. What is my awareness stat? Oh, actually I have decent awareness, apparently. I did not know that.
I'll also have Nue make a roll, too.
I would think that I would have no awareness, because that's me in real life right now. 4 successes.
That's a fantasy role-playing game. Okay,
4
so you both
successes.
succeeded then. It was difficulty 4 for both of you. I'll describe the player first. Lythander? As you watch this happening, you idly glance over and catch an eye of the Nega Lythander. For a moment, you see his entire skin writhe. Not just the cheap costume, the actual skin, like there's something underneath, and you catch a glimpse of something in the mouth.
What's in the mouth?
A pair of smaller eyes on a very spindly figure, but you could tell the second you lock eyes with that is... This isn't quite something like the others. This is... what the fairy that's playing the persona of Lythander is underneath and seems to be wanting to doff that role and come out as something much more dangerous.
I lick my lips and do a chomping motion to him.
Doesn't seem to show any response, and as this confrontation is happening,
Why are you drawing Rigby?
I am gonna have to
about it.
veto the big turf fairy. I'm sorry.
Ah!
It's funny, but
Okay. I didn't even see the text. Oh my goodness.
this also wasn't a wedding. It's a nemesis ship. Very different, allegedly.
Very similar yet different.
Yeah.
According to
And
Tumblr.
during this, Nue succeeded on her roll.
Oh, come on. So I was like, this is the perfect boss battle to close off the storyline.
Oh.
Not with what Nue just discovered.
Okay. Let me just delete the text. Should I keep the text or should I delete the text, Rex?
Delete the text.
Okay.
Just in case.
I will. Just so I can have more space.
The unrealistic thing about creation has no concept of
I was
turfs.
trying to draw a goat. But,
Fascinating.
Apparently, Roll20 does not want me to draw anything because it keeps on moving my cursor.
Yeah, the fair folk don't know what goats really look like. Makes sense. Alright, it's at this point, Nue nudges. While Gavel is going through her rejection speech, Nue nudges Aura. Something's off about this. When they do big dramatic fights like this and kill each other off, they always come back. Nothing dies in the wild.
Right.
And the
now.
way, and she just very pointedly gestures at the Vizier, who is kind of looking at Gavel and then looking between Gavel and the antagonist with a hungry expression. I think what he and she, pointing at Lythander, Lythander, want is to perma-kill the antagonist. I think this is a coup.
Lythander is going to... Does Lythander overhear this at all?
Yeah, I could say that you're close enough to her that you could stick your head over.
I'm going to waddle on over to make
makes
a
sense
Lythander.
with
Oh no.
Hey, friend.
Yes,
Does
what is
that
it?
person have a fairy's heart, Grace? I point to the antagonist.
Why, yes,
I
they
heard you
do.
want them dead.
And where did you hear that?
Through the grapevine.
Well, don't you want everything dead? According to your character overview, he says, pointing at the dossier on you, you don't care
No,
about
that
anything.
is actually a lie. I care about my daughter, I care about my close friends somewhat, and I care about the random lives that my friends might take.
So then, by inverse principles, me being an evil version of you, I don't care about anything, so I wouldn't care if you killed my shitty boss.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So, but being the shitty, evil version of me, you'd actually help me instead of getting in my way.
Make a presence. Actually, persuasion, since fair folk count as performance.
I was going to say, I'm going to use performance.
Go ahead. With whatever attribute you want.
And I'm going to spend them
Full
all
of grace.
Okay.
for excellency.
Yippee!
5 successes.
Hey!
That's enough.
Nice.
His resolve was lowered down to 1 via discovering one of his
Oh.
intimacies of hating the antagonist.
Oh.
So you have also unlocked some other bonus successes if you want to do some stuff, persuasion shit with that as well.
So,
Oh, you might also have auto successes from your anima effects too.
my anima is not
So
where it needs to be right now to get any effects.
it should be now because you've used 2 excellencies.
True, but... Oh, wait, yeah, no, this...
And doesn't anima flare up more in the wild, or am I misremembering?
Your anima's working as it should be here.
So 2 puts me
Okay.
to active then, right?
Yeah, so 2 would have.
Oh, so
those
yeah, I
powers.
get, and we're Essence 3 right now, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so that is going to be 8 successes.
Okay, that is 7 over his resolve.
Yeah.
Let me double check the social system to see what you can do with what that gets you to work with. You can, as I'm scrolling down, dissuade for 2 successes to convince him not to do something. You could instill new intimacies into them. You could persuade them to do something for 2 successes. You could set up for future social influence, or strengthen or weaken existing intimacies. So this is a persuade you're trying to do on the coup attempt, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 successes.
Wait. Are the 2... Hold on. Is negative Lythander... Are negative Lythander and negative Aura actually anglerfish style light reflections coming from Kobe and Kyle?
Nue actually looks between those. Oh, these aren't the real bodies. The real ones are up there. She points at the behemoths.
Oh my goodness sakes!
Okay, so Aura is going to start doing something very weird. She's going to start kicking around in a general direction of between one of the behemoths and fake Aura.
Nothing seems to happen.
Kicking random spots, just sort of stomping around.
Nothing seems to happen, and let me finish describing. So, Lythander, you have 6 other successes if you wanted. You could also pump another 2 into them to make him go double time on that and make him risk everything to overthrow his boss right now.
So, if we were to help you with this, will I get the grace?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And how soon do you want this done? How
Preferably
mad
now.
has he made you? So, if we were to help you in this fight, I'm assuming you'd give us safe passage back as well.
Yes.
Deal.
Okay. That's 4 successes spent. You have 4 left over if you want to do anything else with that.
What else
What?
could I do with it?
You could set up for... You could instill an intimacy into him.
I would like to instill the intimacy of wanting to get us out of here safely.
Okay, intimacy of following through on honoring the deal, then.
Yeah.
That's 3 more. You can also persuade him to do something else with another 2 successes, in addition to that.
Let's see. So what do you guys want?
Well, as soon as we get the thing that we came here for, my personal desire is to get the heck out of here as fast as possible.
Doing some background rolls now. Don't mind me. Oh, that's a shit roll for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
No, that's pretty bad for a build will.
Oh.
Oofa doofa.
But is that good for us?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Alright, so while you think that over, I'll return to the central scene for a second of Gavel's rejection.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, of you hucking the ring and denying her nemesis proposal.
Yep.
Well, shit. I spent all this time and money on this big, fancy ceremony to finally get a nemesis and get hitched up like everyone should tell me to. And here we are. And that's at this point, Gavel, you clearly see the same effect that everyone else saw of the costume, quote-unquote, kind of flopping about. Of this being an entity wearing you like a skin suit, Men in Black style.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so much for this negative Gavel persona, and the skin suit rips open, and something else steps out. I suppose we are done with the comedy bits, then.
No.
Gavel.
No, we're not. Get back in there.
What?
Get back in. You're not ruining my fun today. Get back in.
Oh my goodness.
Well, let me at least describe what you see step out of the suit before you shove it back in.
You call that determination? You're gonna give up just like that?
Everyone roll a fortitude plus integrity roll to avoid being glamoured.
Fortitude plus what?
Fortitude, integrity.
Integrity.
avoid-
Oh no.
To avoid being what?
Glamoured. And sorcelled.
Can I roll sagacity instead?
No.
Why not?
Excellency. Hey, 7 successes.
Why not? If it's the...
2 successes.
I'll give you a stunt based on seeing the true form of it sneaking out behind the mask Lythander. With Nega Lythander. Or whatever his actual name is.
His name is Pablo.
Nope.
Wow!
Whoop-de-doo.
Is that with the stunt?
Yeah! Yeah, no,
Oh. You get a bonus.
that was with the bonus.
No, you get a bonus from me.
Oh, right, from... Are you activating your thing?
Sun King Radiance.
Okay, that makes everyone succeed then, I think. It's difficulty 3.
Yeah.
If it's a +2, then everyone's fine.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
goodness.
you get a bonus to your integrity. Or to your resolve, rather.
Yeah. As an edge case usage, that with the anti-shapeshifting field, I'll allow that to work. At least for the blanket effect thing, because it'll have penalties anyway from targeting groups.
I am.
What you see step out of the skin suit appears to be a razor thin, thinner than a human should normally be. Its bones are made out of glass, it seems like, and it has vines. It has vines snaking through it, and it is bulging in uncanny angles. This looks like a glass-blown woman.
Are you made out of opal?
Oh.
No, she's made out of glass.
Oh, so she's very fragile. She's very
Maybe.
fragile.
Maybe. And her eyes are hateful stars burning in them. This is what they actually look like. This is her dropping the bit of being the antagonist. I suppose we should do proper introductions then. I am Jaime.
Jaime?
Jaime.
Spelled
Jaime,
spelled Jaime.
Oh, Jamie.
She who supplants.
Supplants what? My dick in your...
Wow. Rude! What
Remember what I said about this thing twisting your creations?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got the aura I got the field to prevent it.
No,
Against
he
you personally,
he stops
yes.
before saying it completely.
No, the chaos repelling pattern prevents it for everybody.
In short range of you, yes.
Is Lythander not in short range?
Is he?
I don't know.
Isn't he?
I'll say that
Lythander,
he
you're
is.
next to me. You're next to me, right?
Yeah, it had to have been to eavesdrop on Nue finding the real bodies. Alright, so this giant glass creature, it's now like 10 feet tall, it's looming over all of you. What do you do?
Oh, great.
I charge
I'm
up
not
my...
You first, sorry.
I charge up my will.
I will say combat hasn't started yet. Technically, Aura's field is still active.
Oh, right.
However, this doesn't prevent team killing from happening, based on what Lythander just did. Because it is now, right when she is about to launch into another speech, that what was once known as Negative Lythander, and shall now be known as Kabi, its true name, strides over across the room and pushes her to the ground, shattering her in one hit.
Oh.
Was it really that easy?
That's...
I don't think this is good for us. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, your Truce Field does not prevent it when someone on their own team does that. That wasn't... And then and then the other Lythander, well, no, Kabi freezes and immediately explodes.
Oh. Do they have heart grace there?
I will reveal that a different part of their personalities was detonated here. Neither of these were the Heart's Grace, it was their Sword's Grace. Their courage.
I'll take it anyway.
Okay, you now have a pile of Face Sword courage.
Oh.
2 of them, in fact. And the Vizier, or Kjal, as their true name, as indicated on upper left.
Oh, yes. Yes.
The fake Vizier puppet drops to the floor, and the behemoth looks you in the face. You should find what you were looking for soon, then, as we will take control of the area.
Where is it?
That I do not know. You will have to look for it. This is Venture Time.
Alright.
Not with Finn and Jake. This is a hunt it down before before this place kills you.
Oh, great.
Okay.
It's
I don't
time
even know how
reveal-
to do that.
Well, let me explain with that, as Kjal will explain further. That wasn't her. This whole building is her.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
I see.
Did you think us limited to mere props on the stage?
Yes.
We are the stage.
Yes. It all makes sense now.
You have large pine needles.
I think I understand what happened. We rejected the story. I think what happened is we rejected the story being told. So this place is trying to reject our existences. In order to get the Heart's Grace, we need to finish the story.
So we need to get married, or...
Not quite. Not quite. The story needs to get... We don't necessarily have to get married. But we need to create a conclusion with pathos, you know? Like
Spider.
Like a
proper-
like a betrayal.
finish the proper arcs of the story. You know, we need a final controlled confrontation. We need the motivations to rise to the top. We need a climax and and of course, a happy ending. And if you can get all those three things, you can make it happen.
Another background roll for a side character, don't mind me. 3 well so far.
So, Spider, how are you feeling?
Confused, to be completely honest. I don't know what just happened.
I don't know either.
Okay. So,
we are now starting a venture on finding the Heart's Grace before the palace kills you all.
Please.
All right.
You have averted the actual boss fight, I should note. Completely.
All right. So,
That's hilarious.
lads, I need your help. We need to come up with the rest of the plot. So, as you know, our friend and the nemesis was just rejected by the antagonist has just been rejected by the protagonist. Gavel. However, this is when the antagonist takes on the role of deuteragonist, and the perspective shifts over to her.
Oh my goodness.
And
her
indeed, the camera perspective immediately shifts from the players to the antagonist. And to a second character who has appeared on the scene in the end credits of last episode.
Oh?
If you kill them all, then I can make sure they stay dead. All I request is their Heart's Grace.
Who's it? Who's saying this?
This is a little sea birdie talking to, perched at the very top of the castle, talking to the castle itself. The castle, of course, being the antagonist's true form.
Oh, so Lythander.
No.
Nope, this is a different entity.
Huh.
You see them covered in moon silver tattoos. Or at least the audience does. And now we flash back to you guys.
This
Or-
is...
Mobo says, raising his hand. Or, hear me out. We could just completely ignore this story bullshit because the powers granted to us by whoever your patrons are allow us to completely butcher their narratives and just do whatever the hell we want. We could just
Well,
march through here, grab the graces, and go.
You know, yes, we could avoid this story entirely by, well, never completing it. And how does one make sure the story doesn't come to its final conclusion? Well, you procrastinate.
I see. I understand. The true beauty of storytelling. Let's make some filler.
Oh my god!
So, why should we bother with this? We have more important things to do. Come on, let's go.
And this is when... Actually, I mean, let's not encourage them. So so, Aura starts rapid fire thinking of filler.
I think of the entirety of Naruto.
Ooh.
I think of...
Oh,
I
you
think
sure?
of a beach episode.
I am thinking of Bleach, where we have at least 8 movies released and about 120-something episodes before we even think of going back to the main story
The
arc.
specter of Jinkaria fills all of you.
All right, Rex. You figure out what we need to roll out of what we just said. For the
That's
venture.
gonna be a performance
Y'all.
roll.
For how? For
safe
all
state.
of us?
Any of you can make it. I guess Lythander is best spec to
I'm
do it
using,
since he has
Yes.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, I am sure
Please.
about this. Give me any attribute
6.
plus performance. It's difficulty
6
5.
successes.
You did it.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
Six
baby! This is
successes.
what we're talking about. This is what we're waiting for. This is what we're talking about. Woo!
Now, this is clearly the Act 2 of the plot twist that just happened, of The big
Oh
falling
my
out
goodness.
between rivals.
Sasuke!
Act 3 could go in any different number of directions, and Lythander, there's a few different routes you realize you could quickly take based on your own knowledge of stories. You could procrastinate and have the story never come to an end, but then you'd be trapped in the Wyld forever because you'd be doing nothing. You could smash and grab the stuff, but that would be going against the narrative, and thus would... What are those noises?
Sorry, I accidentally fell.
Okay. You alright?
No, but I'll live.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Korak.
I hope you're alright. I hope you get better soon.
I won't.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell when you're lying.
I'm good.
Okay. Alright. So you could stay here forever, but that would mean staying here forever and via procrastinating. You could smash and grab like Mobo suggested, but that'd be going against the story and would thus invite further opposition and make things more dangerous in the rampage through the castle. Option 3, you realize, would be to resolve the original story as intended with different people. You could get other people married.
Spider.
Oh
Lythander
no.
gets down on one knee.
And it's at this point that that Amir shows up. Wait!
Who are you?
Is that an in-character bit, or do you not remember
In-character
his correct
bit.
number? Okay. And Spider just no.
Fair. Based, honestly. Very based.
Just marry Amir.
Who are you? I look over to Amir.
We were already married in a prior life. We could get married again, and that should resolve things.
And
pretty
what,
quickly.
you betray me again?
That
Well-
wasn't me. That was a partner pulling the wool over my eyes.
Oh, really now? And who says I'm gay?
I
you
do.
could
You're
shapeshift.
getting
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. I like having dangly bits.
I do. Lythander, you're gay now. As commanded by the
Well-
high authority of God.
As commanded by the unconquered sun, he points at you. You are Mr. Gay.
You have become the gay.
Lythander now
You are
plays with this cube.
You are exactly the same, except now you're gay. If you want, you can be bi. I'm not picky.
So Gavel,
Yes.
will you become my friend?
No.
Actually, Abigail raises a hand. I could ask among those present here. I'm sure we'd find some people here with a romantic fling. They're mostly teenagers here.
Also, how did Amir
I
get
have-
here?
I have an idea.
He was
Hold
here.
on.
He's still recovering from the poison, but he's able to walk around now at least.
I have a brilliant idea.
Okay.
All right. So I go up to Spider.
What?
And then we lock eyes. You know, a while ago, before we met each other, did you know I actually campaigned with your hirer? I believe her name was Sky Sundering Shadow. I campaigned with her to kind of have you with us for half of a week every week. You know, something like that. I'd
This
never
is actually
really.
the first he's heard of this.
Yeah, she'd get you for every 3 days each week, and I'd get you for the rest of the days of the week. Essentially, she wanted you as an apprentice, and so did I. So, what happened? And I kind of and the reason I was curious about this was I never really seen an Exalt be born before. I've always wondered what it would be like to see that kind of existence flare up. It's definitely not what I was expecting, and we definitely didn't get get off on the right foot, but it still was nice talking to you at the time, even if it wasn't on the circumstances you wished they were. I certainly appreciated it. I feel like you and we could hate each other forever. And that would be fine. I could respect that. I could respect this entire thing just ending up as one big ball of fire or rolling down Midtown. The conclusion of some grand combat encounter.
Oh my god.
Placed in itself, placed into our path by fate, what have you. But if you want, if there is an idea in your heart, and if you really think, if that's really what you want, you can go for it. But personally, it would really mean the world to me if it could start again on the right foot. So, Spider, do you want to go fishing with me?
It's actually a curveball. I thought you were proposing to him as if you would be his nemesis.
Well, we could do that too if you want. I mean, we are incredibly philosophically opposed, and I did swear an oath to fight you one day, so that we may go out in a blaze of glory.
Do I have to dress up for this?
Not really. You can dress up business casual. I mean, like if you want to wear like sandals or something. It's a fight after all. Everything's gonna get torn up anyway.
Okay, and Abigail just kind of nudges Gavel. Do you need to officiate this, or should I?
So, Spider, do you want to be my nemesis?
I'll leave that to you, dear.
Do you want to use underling promoting practice on Abigail?
Yes, I will use underling promoting practice. Let's see, what is my thing? I need to alphabetize these at some point. Yeah, that would help. Let's see.
Alright, so because Lythander succeeded on this, he would know that some kind of official new nemesis marriage ceremony might be able to satisfy the narrative here and fuck over whatever the antagonist had planned.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will use one mote for that. There we go.
Knew it. Would you like to be the godmother?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Amir raises a hand. Even though I just got rejected, can I be the best man?
Whatever, sure. This is a bit of a ramshackle thing anyway.
Who's the maid of honor?
Let me see. Who do I know?
Well, I can't be I can't be the maid of honor from the godmother, right? Or is that...
No, you can.
I've never been to America. Okay, alright, sure.
I think you can, right?
Normally, the maid of honor is the godmother.
You can turn yourself into a polyp and then split yourself, and then asexually reproduce to become maid of honor and godmother at the same time.
Or Amir.
I haven't eaten a polyp's heart yet, sorry.
Hey, Amir.
That's true.
Yeah?
You could be the godmother. Will you be my nemesis? Through sickness and through hell. Amir.
Yes, he's saying it completely seriously. The GM is cracking up right now, let's reiterate. I thought this would be a fight. I had fight stats prepped.
Well,
fortunately, you did not think of me.
You didn't think of how our party operates.
Welcome
no
to
matter
Fate.
how
We will avoid any fight if possible.
No matter how the players are divided, we will always go directly against what the GM had in mind, whether it is in Exalted,
No, this is great.
Whether it's in JoJo.
Oh yeah, we did skip an entire boss fight on the highway,
Multiple.
didn't we?
Welcome to Fate Breaking United, baby.
Multiple.
Yep.
We broke your
Okay, so we're
fate.
having 2 marriage ceremonies then. Next step is, running the ceremony on the start. This is an embassy to do vows.
You were a captain, right, Aura?
Well, I manned a ship. That's not quite the same as being a captain.
Actually, that's the same thing as being a captain.
I'm gonna have Mobo roll. He's gonna use an excellency. This gets double 9s from one of the alchemical special
please.
abilities.
Does
Please.
navigate?
Embassy.
Ah, okay.
Full of grace. Oh, that is
7 successes.
that is 9 successes.
Yep, with
9
double
because
nines,
of
yeah.
double nines.
Oh. Excellent.
So this doesn't
Yeah.
actually have to be binding. The point is that the Wyld itself has to take it seriously. So regardless of what you swear or not, you don't actually have to take it seriously, but you sure as hell have to pretend you do.
All right,
And
so we can't...
as this is
Hold
said,
on.
LCD shoots a glare at Lythander.
What?
Hold on. That means we can't... Hold on. That means we can't see each other until the... That means we can't see each other until the day we... until the moment I walk down the aisle. Hold on.
Yep.
Let me grab
Yeah,
this...
Amir
grab this box.
immediately vanishes.
Thank
I
God.
also put I put a box on top of Spider's head.
Okay.
Or not on top, just... I put it on his head so he doesn't see me.
Spiders, would you like to go back in the ring?
No, this is fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Positive.
He looks cool.
As this is going on, LCD and Nue go over to Gavel. While they're busy with the whatever the fuck this is, you want to go find the Graces?
I do believe so, yes.
Go ahead and give me awareness checks, difficulty 7.
Awareness? Alright, any specific attribute?
Force.
Force? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll also roll for LCD and Nue's contributions as well.
Please.
Actually, she will use an excellency.
Kind and full of grace, please. 2 successes, darn.
Okay. Nue
successes.
succeeded though.
Oh.
Yeah, she used an excellency for her awareness on her secondary pool of fairy bullshit.
Hmm.
All that time in the wild spent doing monster hunter raids on fair folk strongholds has paid off.
It really has.
So, as the ceremony preparations occur, the trio of you 3 run back and forth throughout the manor, and of course the Daedi do a search too. Let's roll just to see what they find.
Good things. Good things.
We'll get back to them in a moment, but for you
Okay.
guys, eventually the Graces don't appear to be anywhere in here. Until you realize something, or Nue does. We're looking at this all wrong. Like, all those chambers we ran through, all those opulent and imperial bullshit crystal toga statues, none of those. It's going to be hidden in plain sight. The heart of this place. What is the abs... I'm gonna go do some shapeshifting and get a bird's eye view. Do you anyone want to come with? If we get a bird's eye view, we could get a look of this place's architecture, and from there find the heart. The heart's grace is going to be at the heart of the building.
I might as well come along as well.
Alright, and the Daedi are... Actually, as this is happening, Gavel gets an infallible messenger.
Oh, lovely.
It's with Stargazer's voice, as per before. There's a squadron of demons encircling this building. There's a third party involved.
Shit. Demons, you said, yes?
It's unfortunately a back and forth one sentence to one sentence exchange, so... Currently he's with the search party right now. He just did a quick shaping spell to fire off a gram of, hey, someone else is here and fucking with the situation.
Well, shit.
Is she making her move now, or?
No, it seems we have a third party involved. They're affiliated with demons, it seems. 4 successes.
Everyone make a roll with an attribute and a skill of your choice to explain how you are enduring this place shaking itself apart around you. Use the power of your imagination.
I'm going to say, since this thing was trying to be Gavel and acting like Gavel in every single way, Gavel's own sort of force of presence. I say force of presence. I'm not going to use force. I'm going to use finesse. But the presence of trying to match Gavel's energy, she's going to turn that around so that that Gavel's presence will make sure she does not get hit.
What's really funny about this, the exact thing you just described is an infernal charm. It's a physique charm, body over ego, I think it's called.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Or ego over body, rather. It's, you're so stubborn you refuse to get hurt.
That's so funny. Alright.
Aura.
And
So, for Aura's...
5 successes.
Nice.
All you needed was a 4 to counter the antagonist's roll up there.
Let's go.
So you all succeed.
Yeah. As for Aura, her pure maiden's heart refuses to let her special day be ruined.
Okay, and what pools did Lythander use for this?
Acting like he hated Amir.
Oh, so performance plus whatever.
Fortitude.
Got it.
Of not
Okay.
wanting to break down.
Okay. In that case, that everyone is fine for now then, as the antagonist... You're in the antagonist, I believe I've established that of, she's the building.
Badoom Tish.
You better start believing in antagonists.
You're in one!
Because she's a building.
No, you best start believing in antagonists, Gavel. You're in one.
Cause you're in one.
Jeffrey Rush playing a building.
Oh no.
The building stands as far left to the screen as possible to ensure it gets maximum stage presence, just like Jeffrey Rush.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeffrey Rush.
Goodness.
Thank you for teaching us how Western reading eye audiences work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, this is gonna be, there's 2 more steps in the venture. Let's go with the Heart's Grace step next first. Gavel? Nue is just gonna straight up fly and look down. I'm gonna need, let's say a choice of athletics or physique in order to, scale the building, and you could use your devil body if this wants, and that would lower it by 3. If you have enough anima for that.
I'm gonna activate my devil trigger.
Okay. That will lower the difficulty lowers the difficulty from 7 to 4.
Okay. I will use, do I get the choice of attribute?
Yeah, any attribute.
I will do finesse and then physique.
Doing a lot of,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just imagine using your ghost projection, limbs to just Spider-Man all over the place.
Pretty much. I could type in the right
I know
command.
that you could fly natively in Devil Body. The difficulty here is making your way through the fortress attempting to crush you.
Yep. Please be kind and full of grace. Yes! 5 successes!
You did it. Okay. You Spider-Man your way around with the with the Fists of Iron technique mode that you have, acting as projecto extendo limbs in order to maneuver very quickly, faster than your native flight speed could allow for, through all the bullshit of stained glass windows of you exploding and trying to obliterate you, of statues of you falling over and trying to smack you into a red paste, all the you disintegrating around you, and you come out stronger through it. Eventually, you follow Nue in the form of insert seabird here.
Seagull. Pelican.
A pelican, yeah. Of a pelican to the very top spires and outcroppings of the building, which is when you see the other bird the one decked out in moon silver. And you see it holding what is unmistakably... The fake Heart's Graces Lythander had nothing compared to the real deal. This thing is glowing with the light of a sun. This has essence you can feel cascading off of it, raw and powerful. And this bird is flying away with one of them. It is unclear whose.
Oh.
Nue shapeshifts back to her normal body and lands on the... Shit! Is that... Wait. There's no cast mark on that thing. That's not him. That's his familiar. He's still not coming out of your face as himself. Nue activates Spirit Cutting Glance. Oh my... Oh, Luna, that... The seagull summoned the demons. That seagull's a sorcerer!
Excuse you?
No!
What the
100%!
hell?
I heard that some Shahan Yaz could do some crazy shit with animal companions. I didn't think they could initiate it into the first fucking circle.
Oh no.
Hey, side notes, Lythander, if you want to, you can initiate your familiars into necromancy.
So Pedro can be a necromancer.
Yes!
Oh my goodness.
That's
Excellent.
funny.
I'll homebrew the charms for you later. It's a conversion from 3rd edition.
Okay.
So this sorceress seagull is staring at you with a Heart's Grace clutched within its talons. And you see a swarm immaterialized because of Wayward Divinity Oversight. Your higher essence to them. You could see the blood apes on the... like a small squadron of about a dozen of them backing this seagull up. Flying bejeweled wasps, agata of their own. What you do?
Oh. What do indeed? I don't actually know. Let's see. Alright, no, I'll have this. Alright, Sneway, got any ideas?
We are outnumbered, but I'm pretty sure we could take care of these guys with only minimal injuries, but the issue is they be giving backup. I don't know if we could get away if we attack. He's gonna get away if we just attack him. You want to negotiation? I ain't any good at talking. That's all your stuff.
Yes, I suppose it's time to negotiate.
What do you want? The seagull speaks.
I'd like you to stop summoning all these things and to help us find the antagonist, or the heart of the antagonist.
Summoned him last week.
From-
Heart's Grace right here.
And would you be willing to? And would you be
This here's
willing
Heart's
to?
Grace.
Well, okay, fair enough. What needs to be done for that to be out of your hands and into mine?
Would you like to do a read intentions on the seagull?
I will read intentions on the seagull. What do I need to roll for that?
Let's say that this is a presence roll.
Heck yes.
Force.
1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then presence will be that. Kind and full of grace. Nope, that's one success.
Normally, you have a pretty good read on people. People with human faces is the key word in this equation. You have no idea how to read the body language of a bird. This thing is inscrutable to you.
Seagull. Oh goodness.
What did you roll to read intentions here?
To see what they would want so we could get the Heart's Grace.
Well, this was a read intentions for that specifically. You have no idea what this thing wants. What? Let's not beat around the bush. What 100 Venom Stingers familiar wants? Although what he's gonna say, I don't know if the seagull has much of a response, given it knows the secrets of sorcery. He did not teach his seagull how to negotiate, so it's gonna default to basic seagull behavior and just shit on a statue of Gavel.
Great. Yes, you're very funny. Now, what do you actually want?
Heart Grace!
Okay, what else do you want besides the Heart's Grace? Preferably something that would let me have the Heart's Grace.
Have Heart Grace. I'm good.
I see.
I think
Let's see.
Boss, I think I know what this is.
How did you get up here?
I was listening.
You see... No, hold
Wait,
on.
you're here, but you're
see-
clipping through the walls like Lythander was earlier.
Marriage gives me
Here,
special powers.
You see, alongside, Kobai, there's this special secret stairs that we didn't notice this whole time.
Yes, of course. Every castle has
Castle
has one requisite secret passage. Got it.
Indeed, isn't that so funny and strange? Anyways.
They let us get married in this elevator.
Yes, it was quite romantic.
Oh wait, that already happened?
Yeah,
I was gonna have you make one final roll for that.
Oh, well, if you want, we could do that roll.
Go ahead and give me your choice of, I guess either aura or... Actually, let's go with aura and Lythander. Your choice of a performance or embassy roll from both of you, with finesse being the key stat here. And you can think of stunts if you want your marriage/nemesis ceremonies to go off well.
Alright, Lythander, let's see it.
That's okay. I think I can decide on something. Let me see. What is it that I could roll? I'm surprised you didn't ask me to roll integrity for this, but it's fine. I think embassy is probably the best option here because I have an excellency in embassy.
Okay. And if you can think of any stunt to make your marriage ceremony go off well.
All right, so I've already put a box on top of Spider's head so that he can't see me until I walk down the aisle. That's something I've already done. So yeah, I've already gone through the trouble of getting that done. And I try to picture, the place. I've got chairs set up. Nue is taking me down the aisle. I'm trying to work things out. And Amir and I think who was there to officiate the wedding? I think it was Mobo?
I believe so, yeah.
Alright. So yeah, I take the box off of Spider's head as I make it down the end of the aisle.
We were doing rolls for the marriage ceremony, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to describe the marriage. I'm just trying to describe
was it?
getting married.
Go ahead and give me your choice of finesse and either performance or embassy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to figure out here what we're doing. And I'm trying to figure out a stunt. What's a good description we can do for a stunt?
I start fake fighting Amir with my shovel.
Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Go. That's a stunt.
7.
A pre-nemesis revelry fight. That works. That difficulty 5 to convince the Wyld enough.
Let's go.
Alright, so the Wyld is convinced via your, frenemy marriage. All of a sudden, rice starts falling from the ceiling, and confetti just starts emerging.
Well, we're married now.
That's copyrighted.
That's okay.
Still copyrighted, I'm afraid.
Just dab it out right now. Dab.
All right.
Who's wearing white? Are both of you wearing white?
Yes.
Okay.
I am also. I wanted to wear the dress.
Okay. Spider did not change clothes.
Yes, it's okay. That's okay.
Gavel is still in military attire.
Gavel's on the ceiling right now, too.
Yeah.
She is not in the ceremony. She is negotiating with a bird.
It's okay. Like we mentioned, they let us do it. They let us officiate the ceremony inside an elevator that takes us directly to where Gavel is.
Yes, so we cut to the elevator. Go ahead and make your roll as you're in the elevator. With a 2-die penalty, because an elevator is unfortunately not a good environment for a wedding, as bullshit as it is.
Okay, shit. With a stunt?
Yeah, with a stunt, so it cancels out.
Okay, that's good. Hey, I also got 8 successes.
Hey, you did it.
Nice.
All of a sudden, when at the edge of the staircase, you are now waist deep in confetti and rice, because it all piled up in there.
Yo!
Don't go in the ball pit!
Who wants cake?
No!
Cake later.
Right.
And that was when now we cut back up to the present with the bird confrontation.
We throw rice at the bird to make it round.
Give me a ranged combat roll.
Like they do with pigeons. With a stunt?
Yes, with a stunt. And force.
Excellency.
Oh! 11!
11 successes!
Yo.
Let me roll for some background stuff.
That's the sound the bird makes when it explodes.
3 successes.
So, as the marriage is going on, Amir's not the one who notices. It's Momo, the official. Do you take this? Wait. You may now punch the group. Wait. Lythander, behind your head, they're running with the Heart's Grace!
Who?
You don't see it with that spirit cunning glance turned on, but a blood ape is holding a different, completely separate Heart's Grace in its palms as it's flying past Anagata. Do I see it? You see the Heart's Grace flying through the air. Like a bouquet, perhaps.
I turn to a fast bird of prey and go swoop in.
Alright, quick contest. Go ahead and give me a...
What happened to the bird?
Either your... the bird is still there. This is... The bird is also a distraction.
Then what happened to the rice I threw at the bird?
We'll cut back to that in a moment.
Okay.
Alright, so, I'm gonna...
Your choice?
Yeah.
Your choice of athletics or physique with a stunt.
Athletics or physique with a stunt and,
Whatever
what
attribute?
Any attribute?
Any, yeah.
Alright. I'm using athletics here.
Get it going.
Go.
7.
Woo!
Oh!
7 successes!
7 successes!
Let me make the counter roll for what it's worth. Oh, even though they rolled pretty
5
well, you still
successes.
beat them.
Woo! That's what I'm
Why
talking
is it
about.
all of your good rolls seem to be stored up at only 1 point in this session?
Yeah.
Marriage solves every problem.
It does.
Pregnant marriage!
Marriage, sis. Friend of marriage. We'll come up with a better term in post.
Yeah.
It'll probably be the
Indeed.
episode title.
For marriage.
You
Fromage.
are way too skilled at flying. You've been exalted for a couple years.
I've got
so
it.
This is probably
I've
the
got
oldest bird body.
I've got
you've
the
had.
I've got the term.
Okay.
Haterimony.
Haterimony!
That's good.
That's pretty good,
yeah,
actually.
Yeah, we're using that. Thank you, Chills. Haterimony is
anytime.
absolutely... Okay.
Anytime.
So, but first of all, Lythander, you are old hat at using this bird form. You are successfully able to grab the grace from this blood ape. You don't necessarily see what it is. There's something very strong as you steal the antagonist's heart's grace from out of its grasp. Oh, sorry. That's the vizier's heart's grace. Sorry. And you see, Kobi and Kial cringe as the foremost parts of their soul are taken from them. Wait, where'd the third one go?
Where is the third one?
Shame you're not split up into a third party to do future. Let's save the Daedi see it, actually. Let me give them a roll.
Oh. Hopefully.
Adding their drill as auto
Please.
successes. Hey, they
Force.
found it, actually.
Hey.
Because of the campaigning rolls. Unbreakable Chitin. We haven't seen him in a while. He's with the Advanced Elite Squad. He's kind of the guard of honor, I guess you'd call it, because marriages were dangerous back in the day. All sorts of political assassinations and skullduggery could get up to in the kind of setting this takes place in. Out of the very corner of his eye, son of a bitch, there's another! Points into the distance, and I am going to have... yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna go have, Stargazer make a build will roll. Okay, hey, that is enough with his shaping ritual to get this off, because, prior to this getting sailed, you guys sailed in the night. Wait, no, you didn't, but it has been at least a full day, and on the journey here, he did get a very good look at the stars. You know, they never said anything. There was a fate written in the stars of this part of creation coming back to normal. And this would help with that, wouldn't it? He read the stars, and the stars foretold that the stars foretold that a destiny would happen. Wild pockets aren't normally in creation. The fact that the stars predicted anything at all means that this is gonna work. And with that, with his successful reading of the future, he conjures a flight of the brilliant raptor at the last retreating shape. A bird made out of solid fire, a phoenix rising through the sky, hurtles towards this creature and is going to detonate.
Oh.
It's above its defense, which is all it needs.
Nice.
Normally, because of the nature of the narrative happening here, normally that wouldn't be able to hit an immaterial target, but he's a pretty good sorcerer. And so, the explosion is still enough to knock the Heart's Grace, unfortunately, into the sea. But it's out of the grasp of these creatures, and it sinks like a stone. Kial, the creature you knew as the Lythander, dies for real.
Wait, who dies for real?
The heart... Lythander.
No!
Actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kial was the Vizier, so the Vizier explodes.
Good.
No!
Kabi is fine. Kabi was Lythander, who never picked a title because they never gave him a title. He was a bit player, according to the Fae. And with that, one Heart's Grace has been secured, but back up to... I never rolled for the bird. Let's roll for the bird's last build will roll to see if it can counter the throne rice.
Fail it. 5 successes, come on.
That's just enough will for its own flight of the brilliant raptor. The bird creates a second bird made out of fire. But let's have it make the attack roll now. Let's see how that does.
It has to beat 12.
It does not beat 12.
Excellent. The rice multiplies. The cascade of burning rice. Blossom of inevitable rice.
Yes! I'll allow you to use your fucking charms through this.
Blossom of inevitable rice gives me double 9s.
No, yeah.
Alright, does that give you more than 12 successes?
Yes, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 successes.
Goodness sakes.
Yeah, this just fucking eviscerates the seagull. We're not in battle, but...
Actually,
And even with this being... Actually, you know what? No. Roll damage.
16.
16 successes. So, act as if you had a power... as if you spent enough power to overcome its hardness of 3. So, 3 power spent, plus overflow successes against its defense of 3. So
16d10.
Yes. Rice does not have any inherent damage. Let's see if you pulp this thing, though.
Alright, that's 5 successes.
Let me see what the health... It's gonna drop the heart's grace. Let me see if it survives this, though. Oh,
Even
wait. Do you use the
this,
charm to... Burning Flare?
Hold on. Yeah, I guess that would be Dazzling Flare. Yeah, I can spend 2 motes on both of those. So Dazzling Flare.
Yeah,
I add a 4 dice. I add a 5 dice bonus because it's Essence 3.
You've hit damage. You hit dice cap on damage.
Alright, so let me roll another 4d10. I got an extra one, so 6. Also,
Is it double 9s on damage, or is that just on the accuracy roll?
that's on the accurate. Let me check.
So 6.
No, it's not double 9s on accuracy. It's double 9s on damage.
Oh, so
it would remain at 12 successes, but it would be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I will say
successes.
this. A normal seagull would have immediately died from this, but this is a familiar that has been enhanced through lunar magic, and lunars are some of the hardest to kill motherfuckers in all of creation. And some of that transfers down to their animal friends. It still has some health levels left, is what I'm saying, but it does drop the grace.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can do something. Let me see if I can...
Please.
I want to figure out if it is... I don't necessarily need this thing to die. I don't really care. But I want to figure out if it's...
to drown the witch.
But I want to figure out if it's possible. Let me see. Lost movement of the demise.
Snipe the seagull with a single rice grain.
Is the singles doesn't count as a extra, so does it count as a creature of darkness? Probably not.
It does not, no. The Fae do, but the Heart's Grace would count as an artifact of darkness, if that matters.
Let me see. Sungrain, Sarrow Storm Attack. It's not an extra. Or it's not a battle group. It's not an extra. Trying to figure it out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, I can't. I can't use a revolving bow discipline to make a second attack.
Why not?
Because it's the same step as Blossom of Inevitable Rice.
Yes. Alright, so you do... It drops the grace, but it is now disengaged from the fight and is going to sprint away now. It is now extreme range away after being medium range away from you. Do you have anything that lets you attack extreme range?
Unfortunately, I don't think I do. Do any of our party members have like a thing that lets them travel that far, that fast?
Anue might if you want it to die, but she's gonna look over you. Should I kill it? Or do you just want the rock?
I mean, if I'm being honest, we just want the rock, but I mean...
Do you want me to...
Depending on how close it is. Depending on how close it is, I could use Heaven Thunder Hammer.
It's at extreme range away, sorry.
Yeah, it's way
definitely
too far.
not using that.
It's definitely way too
so
far.
let's see what I have. So Shadow Hand casting is always on.
See.
It is,
I mean, you could do it if you want. I mean, that's a pretty cool... monster, right?
You could
Like
use
the
Shadow
necromancer?
Hands catching to catch the Heart's Grace before it falls off
That's the idea.
castle.
That's a good
Hey.
idea.
That doesn't
I like
require a roll. You can do it.
Yippee!
I do it.
It almost falls off, and then a Shadow Hand emerges from the building and grabs right as it falls off the railing.
Yippee!
Got it. I then put the other Heart Grace in my pocket. Dimension.
Yep.
Not pocket, because it would break if I sat down.
Hey, both Aura and Lythander, in your other hand, there's suddenly a bouquet.
I throw the bouquet behind
I'm
me.
gonna activate Spirit Cutting Glance.
There's some blood apes who are waiting expectantly.
What are blood apes?
Those are the main attack demons of the setting. They're exactly what they sound like. They're apes made out of blood. They're very angry, and their method of reproducing involves screaming, and more of them emerge.
Are they friendly
Oh,
towards
great.
us right now?
Their commands were to retrieve the Heart's Grace.
We have one of them, don't
So, do you have a... So, what... Oh! Wait, are you saying that the Heart's Grace is in one of the bouquets and you just shuffled it?
No.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just bouquets emerge, because that's what happens at a wedding.
So,
Yeah, so it's
wait,
just
do
a
we
normal
actually have a
bouquet.
Heart
Alright,
Grace
so
at this point in time?
So there...
You have two of them.
I open up the door.
I throw the, I turn my back to the blood apes and throw the bouquet in the air.
I pull out the door handle, I put it into a door and open.
Are you trying to do some Bugs Bunny cartoon shit here?
Maybe.
I get on the floor. I start walking
open.
the dinosaur.
Do I see the shop?
No.
Why is he... I yell,
He's being a snippy little bitch at you.
so you don't want the thing you wanted. So that means our deal is off then, right? You don't want it. So, okay. I attempted. Isn't that right, Aura? This is illegally...
Oh, wait, do you use the doorknob?
Yes.
Does it appear to work in the wild?
Bullshit. It worked before here.
Before you went into the
We
wild?
were already in the wild when he did that to me.
No, he was out of it on the beach near the manse, or the domain.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, that was way before.
On Penn Island.
No, not quite Penn Island. That was before Penn Island. That was before the conceptualization of Penn Island.
Penn Island was eternal.
We will never forget Penn Island. For as long as we live. But yeah, I do the marriage thing. I throw my bouquet at the blood apes, and I also do streaming arrow stance or arrow storm attack through this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right. I also I decommit the moat from Sun King Radiance to do this so that I can use it to arrow storm attack against that battle group.
Are you attacking the blood apes?
No, I'm throwing a bouquet.
Okay. That doesn't break the truce field.
It's true.
I will say they are currently being kept at bay by the truce field too.
Thank goodness.
Remember how you said that? I remember how you said that the truce field doesn't prevent friendly fire.
Yep.
I throw the bouquet and they tear each other apart trying to get it.
That is exactly what happens, actually.
Oh.
And meanwhile, the other bouquet is caught by Mobo.
So that means you're gonna be a nemesis soon?
I thought this was, going to be completely honest, the whole concept of... I think the Wyld doesn't differentiate between friendly relationships and more antagonistic relationships. Any kind of relationship sustains the Fae and helps them self-define, so I think that's why that worked as it did.
The girl's heart is always in a Tokimeki crisis.
In any case, I do believe we agreed to share. We recovered 2, if my eyes didn't deceive me.
Is he considered an ally? And the truth, and the
In what respect?
in the respect of, can we con him?
That's your call.
You know what? You're right. We did get 2.
And I would be using one to make a weapon for her. He points at Gavel.
Do you think she
Oh,
needs
yes.
one?
It wouldn't hurt.
Yes.
I need a weapon over Gavel. I only have a shovel.
You also have magic spells.
Yes, and it spells my doom.
Hardly.
Fine, you can have it. 1.
Thank you.
And then the castle's gone and you're all falling into the ocean.
New eye!
Oh, great.
Already on it. Whale platform.
Does it have
Yay.
punching gloves?
Yes. That still is a thing. The impact should have killed all you all, but the realm is running on cartoon physics and you just won. It would be anticlimactic to kill everyone through fall damage, so you all survive with no injuries.
Oh, we don't take injuries?
Yay.
Not when this runs under narrative causality rules right now.
Oh, okay, fair.
Alright, so you all are on Niue. You see all the islands in the sky up above you still, and the ramp of ice is still there, but it's at this point Abigail comes to approach. Well, if my eyes didn't deceive me, I think that's all of the controlling native forces dealt with. Do you want to take a rest before we do this?
Probably for the best, yes.
I have some papers here. Blueprints, I believe I heard them once referred to as. I'll bring the rest of the tribes, and the Daedi huddle begins of designing your
Okay.
Barbie perfect dream house island.
Yay.
But we are going to close off on one other note of that Stargazer made. That blood ape seemed... It was dressed in regalia the others weren't. Wait. Fuck! And he runs over to Gavel because he's just realized he's muttering on his breath, fucking royal emblem, a prasad on it. And we cut way back over the desert to a report, or rather, a crystal eye, a hearthstone, that someone is gazing through to the demon they summoned. A sorcerer, clad head and toe in jade armor, turns over to a monk with flowers growing out of their bald, shaved head. I believe it's time for a wild hunt, then, with all those anathema in there? We'll need to scout it out first. We're not sending an army to die, but... Yes, this is an issue that seems like it will need to be dealt with. Consider the wild hunt on notice.
Uh-oh.
You didn't think we'd get this far in an Exalted campaign without a wild hunt, now did ya?
What's a wild hunt?
No.
Hey, remember how I mentioned most of creation controlled by dragon bloods consider solos and lunars to be demons?
Yeah.
What do you think they send to deal with the demons?
Demons?
The angels.
A Super Sentai team of dragon bloods backed up by mortals to kill demons before they get too powerful.
Joke's on them, we're already too powerful.
Let's see where the dice fall in regards to that.
True.
Hey, Prasad's finally coming into the picture, too.
Yay.
Time for the disguise arc to come up soon. Hope you get your pretty dress.
Oh, we have been waiting on that
don't we only have like
perfect dress
don't
for
we only
so
have like a
long.
week before we have to fight an elder god too?
Right.
Yeah?
Sure do.
It's more like 5 days now, actually. Because it's like the day after the tournament, if memory serves. But at least this like little breezy plot is dealt with. Real shit's coming up soon now, though.
Alright.
Alright, I'm hitting the stop button. Wild hunt incoming!
Boo.
Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are proud to bring you ongoing AP projects. If you like this show, you might also enjoy Tomb of the Red Giant, our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, also on the same channel. Actual plays live and die by word of mouth, so if you enjoyed this, feel free to drop a like or comment, or even hit us up in the share buttons down below. Word of mouth is the only way that actual plays survive by, and we here at the Action Economy crew are excited to bring you even more great stories now, next week, and 2 weeks from now on the next episode of FateBreakers. Catch you then.